Hey, what is up, you guys? Yes, it is me, Apollo. Welcome back. First of all, I do just want to say, yes, I'm using headphones as a microphone. However, I don't have a Samsung no more, so the microphone that I used to have for good quality, girl, we can't use her. So I am thinking about splurging and getting like a good Bluetooth, like, like all the influences and shit, yeah. But I wanted to make a video today, right? And I wasn't going to make a video until tomorrow because, as I told y'all, I am back. And I wanted to do a video based on what I wrote down. For the past 2 weeks, every time I have a video idea, I go into my notes, I write down the video ideas, and I'm like, I'll make videos based off these topics. So today I wake up, which, by the way, last night I had like a huge flare up, so that's why I'm looking so up with you. But anyways, I wake up and I was like, I'm gonna do a video today. So I'm looking through the notes, and I'm like, right, what can I do a video about? And it kind of clicked to me that like, this is not the vibe, right? It's not the vibe of something I want to do a video about today. So I was like, what do I do? And I took a step back and I was like, well, what do I think I can make a video about that will not just resonate with a lot of people, but I feel like it's something that I can't even journal about, because that's what I want to make videos about. Things that I can't journal about. Okay, sit down in front of a camera and just, even if it doesn't make sense, just say it. And so I was like, okay. And I guess the one thing that I can't write down is about how lonely I feel, right? And I feel like any of my other journaling girlies would know that there is certain things that you can't write down, right? It's kind of like an acceptance thing. You know, like I wasn't able, I mean, when I first came out, I wasn't able to even say the words I'm gay to anybody, you know? Obviously now I can, but it's kind of like that whole sort of, you know it's true deep down inside, but you won't say it or write it down because you don't want to accept it, and you don't want to write it down on a piece of paper for you to be like, holy fuck, it's real. And it ties into this whole thing of like, oh, I don't want to write it down in case it comes true. No, you don't want to write it down because you don't want to accept it. You can't fathomly accept that this is your life and this is how you feel. You guys loved my last video when I was talking about sort of moving out of an abusive environment and sort of like, who am I now? And the feedback that I got off that video, by the way, I do want to say, like girl, what are the comments there? Like, I haven't even replied to that comment yet, because I can't put into words actually what I need to say back to them. But there was just this sort of level of understanding from this person who's just as creative as I am and has kind of been in the same situation, and it was like, you got it on like such a deeper level, and I don't know, like, super grateful for that. And so I wanted to talk about my loneliness. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we live in a sort of generation where it's like everybody's lonely when you really think about it, because the only way we connect with each other is through our devices. But even if we remove that, I feel like the term lonely, or I am lonely, or I feel so alone is, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of lost its meaning, in the sense that, what does it actually mean to be alone, and how does that actually feel? And I can tell you firsthand, it's there is just like a certain level of quietness and sort of hurt that comes with it. And you can have amazing people around you, and I do. I have amazing people around me, but I don't think that I have anybody in the sense that you can have a friend, but does that friend understand you? Does that friend see you? Do you feel seen by your friend? It's the same in relationships, and it's like, I'm at a point in my life where I'm 20 years old. In 2 weeks, I'm going to be 21. And I don't know who I am. I don't know what my future's going to look like. And most of all, I'm sitting there and I'm like, evaluating my life, and I'm like, wow, you're 20 years old and you have nobody. And I have a couple of friends, but which, yeah, they mean a lot to me, but like when it comes down to it, it's like they don't know me. They don't want to take the time to know me. And in turn, it just makes me feel so unseen. But also, my brain works in a certain type of way, and I feel things a certain type of way, and I don't have anybody to share that with, and it's like, okay, you can come on here and yap about how you feel alone, but you've got great people behind you, but I don't. That's the thing, I don't. All I ever wanted was to have friends growing up. I didn't really have anybody growing up. I mean, we can take out my family, of course, but then, even at school, I had nobody. And I grew up without friends. I have survived without friends. I didn't need nobody. And then last year, I found 2 friends. And at the time, I don't know, it felt like the most amazing thing ever. Like, I'm not a Christian, but I was like, damn, my prayers have been answered, And it was like, finally, I'd gotten this one thing that I wanted for so long, and it was just people. To see me, to understand me, blah blah blah. And then throughout that year, a lot of bad things happened. A lot of bad things had happened. Things that I don't even think I will ever be able to say on camera, because, quite frankly, I'm disgusted and I'm ashamed to have been involved with, to be involved in that situation. And now we've all moved on and we're doing our own thing, and my friend from last year, I see her now and I'm just like, so much happened, but I'm so proud of you, I'm just like, I'm so proud of you, because I be seeing her social medias and I'm like, you don't found people, you don't found a person, like, I'm so proud of you. But then it makes me look at my life and I'm like, why have I not got nobody? And I'm like, okay, let's be real, what do we all want? We want love, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I don't have a boyfriend, I never really have had a stable relationship, and it's like, okay, it's a me problem, I understand that. Maybe I'm scared of commitment, maybe I just truly don't want it, but then I'm just like, I know why it is. There was a boy that I was just so in love with, for so many years. And then, when we'd left school, he'd led me on for years. And when we became friends again, I spent so much of my life changing myself for him. I changed every single thing about myself to a point where I didn't even know who I was, and I still don't. And because I changed so much about myself for him, and I was just like, see me, hear me, notice me, that it got to a point where I was like, holy fuck, like, I don't know who this person is. And I'm still stuck with that person, Like, I'm still stuck with the person of, what did I do? Why did I do that? And for me, it was a wake-up call of, accept it, like, you're not pretty, you're not his type. Was I too fat? Was I too ugly? Like, what was wrong with me? And I knew his type, and I'd seen the girls he dated, and I tried everything I could to be that, but I couldn't. And I think it is the worst feeling ever, of thinking that somebody loves you, and then, like that, they don't. And so you change every single thing about yourself, trying to, like, get that back. Says the truth is, you will never get that back. And so now, because I'm just so scared of it happening again, I don't think I'm going to put myself out there. Like, I'm too scared to. And I know this is just, like, such a champagne problem, but I think what we classify as champagne problems, like, I think it's a champagne problem until you wake up every morning and you have to accept that you are nobody and you have nobody. And I feel like at that point, then it's a real issue. And it's like, well, how do I fix this? Do I put myself out there more? What, for the same thing to happen to me over and over again? Like, I can't do it again. I'm just at a point where I'm like, why does it feel like this? Like, why does it feel like, why do I feel like I'm so hard to love? And I know that, again, people are going to be seeing this and they're going to be like, brother, what are you doing? And I'm just like, but this is it though, this is it. Like, speak your truth, say that. It's like, I could have 1,000 friends and I still don't think that I would feel seen. Why? Because I'm still held up on somebody who doesn't love me. And I feel like the only way, like, to move forward, the only way to find myself again, the only way to truly feel loved is to have that, is to have what I've been yearning for. And what do y'all bitches know about yearning? I know I'm rambling on and I probably don't make sense, but my point is, being alone is a gift and it's a curse. I love being alone as I am. I love that I don't have anybody holding me down, and I love the freedom that comes with it. But what I don't love is the quietness, is the stillness, is the knowing that the only connection that you will have with somebody is probably through a shared comment on TikTok. That's as close as I get to feeling seen. And I'm like, I definitely feel seen with this channel. And I will say it's very much of like a sort of grounding point for me. But I don't know. I went through a cycle, you know, extreme yearning to just self-loathing. And like, I know deep down, like, I've got a great body. But when I take my clothes off, I can't look at my own body. Like, what does that say? You hate yourself. Okay, why do I hate myself? Why do I hate myself? Because why would I not? I've got thick skin and I'm a very strong person mentally. But I just feel like I'm at a point in my life now where I'm like, I don't know whether to give up and stop caring. Or I don't know. That's it. That is the only other option I have, is to give up and stop caring. And what I mean by give up and stop caring is to just say fuck everything and everyone and continue to be alone. But to me, that just seems like pushing that shit down into a box and forgetting about it. I can't do that because I'm like, it'll come back later in life. I don't know what the point of this is, because clearly I just fucking rambled on, but what I'm saying is, I guess, is that if you feel alone, if you actually don't have anybody that sees you, just know, I see you and I feel you, bitch. Like, I don't know. And it's always us. It's always us non-super pretty bitches that be feeling this way. Because I guarantee you, all the pretty bitches out there, they get it all. They get it all. But yeah. Thank you guys for sitting with me through this one. I really do appreciate it. And on that note, I am going to clock out. So, love y'all. Apollo out.